What is a consultant and what do they do? So, you want to start a lucrative consultancy business? Do you really know what a consultant does? In this first video, we will take a look at what a consultant is and what they do. We will also discuss the type of consulting work that you can end up doing and the various tasks that a consultant can undertake. What is a consultant? The bottom line here is that a consultant is paid to share their knowledge and experience with a client. You have the knowledge that an individual or company needs, and they will pay you well to share this with them. A business will often look to hire a consultant on a short-term basis to fulfill a need. They do not want to go to the trouble and expense of hiring a full-time member of staff to do the work. Often, a business needs the right guidance to achieve their goals, and they do not possess the knowledge and experience that they need in-house. As a consultant, you will look at a business problem from a fresh perspective. This is an advantage to a business or an individual who are so deeply entrenched in what they are doing, it can be difficult for them to see the wood for the trees. There are opportunities for consultants in just about every industry. You can specialize in an area that will appeal to a lot of businesses, such as digital marketing, or you can be a specialist in one particular industry, such as health, finance, banking, engineering, and so on. No qualifications necessary. You do not have to have any qualifications to become a consultant. Some consultants do have degrees in business and management, for example, but this is not necessary to start your consulting business. What is required is that you have expertise in your chosen field or niche. Clients will hire you based on what you know and your previous experiences. If you wanted to work for a consulting company, then you would probably need a degree to land a job. But when you are starting your own consultancy, this is not required. Consulting work can vary. Depending on the niche and industry that you choose for your consulting business, the work that you will be commissioned to do can vary considerably. One of the main reasons that consultants are hired is to fix a problem that a business or individual has. But it doesn't stop there. Sometimes consultants are hired to teach employees of a business or organization how to do something. It is more cost-effective to do this than to hire a trainer on a permanent basis. A new business may hire a consultant to create their business plan. A consultant skilled in this area will ask the right questions and perform detailed research to obtain the necessary answers. They will talk to senior managers in the organization to gain their perspective on things and create a business plan that everyone is happy to sign off on. Management consultancy is popular, and often businesses will hire a consultant that has the experience to make improvements with leadership and communication, for example. A consultant may work with a group of people within a company to solve problems and to prompt leadership and other skills. A consultant can be hired as a change agent. This means that the management of a company or organization have made some difficult decisions, and you are hired to do the dirty work. Usually, this means that you are directly involved in something like a downsizing project where you will decide who goes and who stays, for example. Consultants perform research. In order for a consultant to provide the best advice and guidance to a client, they need to know what is going on in their business or life. Often, consultants will be provided with a great deal of information that they need to sift through to determine what is important for their task and what isn't. One of the research tasks that consultants will probably need to perform with new clients is learning about them. They need to establish who is who in the organization, what the company does, what they sell, and the opportunities and threats that they face. It is assumed that as a consultant, you will already have a good knowledge of the industry that the client operates in. This may not always be the case if you're providing a consultancy service that is broad in nature, such as in information technology, IT, or digital marketing. If you are not familiar with the industry of the client, then you will need to do your homework here. Consultants perform analysis. No matter how much knowledge and experience of an industry you have, it is not wise to make recommendations to a client based on your gut feelings. This is not professional, and clients will definitely not appreciate this. Your client will want you to make recommendations to them based on solid data, which means that you need to do the right analysis to support your findings. Most organizations have a lot of data available, and you need to look at this with a critical eye to see what is really going on. You will need to make an assessment on both quantitative and qualitative data. A business may provide you with access to reports and other quantitative data so that you can see what has been happening over a specific time period. The qualitative data that you collect will come from interviewing key people in the organization. Qualitative data can often be very illuminating for a consultant and tell a story that the hard numbers do not. Make recommendations. After your extensive research and analysis, it will be time to make the recommendations that you are confident will solve the problem that you were hired to solve. A consultant will usually provide a detailed report of their findings and provide a presentation to those that hired them. The client will expect you to provide a step-by-step plan on how they can overcome their problem. It does not matter what the problem is. You always need to take this approach as a consultant. If you are hired to train a number of people, then present your plan for doing this at the start. Sometimes consultants are asked to create a model for their clients that a senior manager can take ownership of and manage to ensure that it is delivered. Consultants can be hired to manage these kinds of projects too. In the next video, we will discuss the benefits of starting your own consulting business.